welcome to another episode on Alchemy with Alea, the YouTube channel. I'm really excited that you're here today because we are going to be talking about breathwork. Breathwork is one of my most favorite healing modalities, and it is so simple to use. And the type of breathwork that I use can be used by pretty much anyone. So stick around to hear the differences of breath work and which one's going to work best for you. There are a lot of different types of breath work that you can use. And what we usually hear about breath work in coaching circles or in healing circles or in spiritual communities is controlled hyperventilation. And it is so extremely powerful and potent and, has been used for centuries for, with some cultures around the world. It can produce some hallucinogenic effects. You can get tetany, which is like your muscles start to spasm in your hands. You may experience chills because it's a lot of movement. It's a lot of movement of energy, and it really, really helps the client or the recipient. It really helps with the healing process because you'll be able to release all of these emotions that you've been holding on to in your body through the power of your breath. A lot of things can come up when we're, doing controlled hyperventilation. But that's not the point of this video. I am here just to tell you the different forms of breath work, because I think it's really important that we have this discussion, and so that you know that there are different varieties of breath work and how to use them and when to use them. So with the controlled hyperventilation, usually you're going to have a facilitator. A facilitator is going to help walk you through this process because breath work obviously can be kind of dangerous, right? I mean, we are practicing with our breath. We're practicing breathing with the power of our breath and bringing conscious awareness to our breath, and controlled hyperventilation, can bring some risks. The other types of breath work, is shamanic breath work with drumming, and then there's rebirthing breath work, and then the breath work that I have been certified in is yoga breathing. And yoga breathing is not like controlled hyperventilation at all. The yoga breathing it's a limb of yoga practices. And breath work in that spiritual practice is so extremely powerful because when we are able to control our breath, we are able to control our lives. There is so much that goes into the power of the breath that I couldn't possibly give you all the information in this one YouTube video, but I'm going to try to condense it in a way that's understandable. So when we have control over our breath, it means that we're bringing conscious awareness to how we are breathing. So within the Western culture, a lot of people tend to be over breathing, which kind of sounds like, that doesn't sound too bad, right? Just breathing too much. Actually, it is. The breath rate of a person in homeostasis, in balance, in peace, is about 5.5 breaths per minute. Most people in Western society and the US, most people are breathing at about a rate of 20 breaths per minute. So what does that actually mean? What's the point of that? What's the purpose? How do you okay, so there people are panting, people are hyperventilating. Okay, so what does that do on the inside of a person? Well, think about it this way. If you are over breathing, if you're hyperventilating, what usually is happening when you are hyperventilating? when you're breathing too much. Think about some, instances in your life where you were breathing too much, when you're panicked, stressed, overworked, angry. That is the state in which our bodies are perpetually in, this fight or flight mode with the breath. And this goes down even deeper. When we're doing controlled hyperventilation, it's something completely different than living your life perpetually hyperventilating. So when we come down to, the inside, what's happening when we're breathing? What's happening when we're actually taking a breath? When you take a breath in, it's activating all these different things within your lungs and within your body. It's stimulating different parts of your nervous system. It's telling your body different things. There's a whole bunch of different things that are happening all within the breath. So when you take a breath in, you're activating a part of your autonomic nervous system. And it is the sympathetic nervous system. Your sympathetic nervous system is the fight or flight. It is something that we need in our day-to-day life. It is something that, gets us motivated. It's something that gets us going. It's something that, helps us to rev our engine. It's just as much needed as the parasympathetic nervous system, which we'll get to in just a minute. But the sympathetic nervous system is the thing that gives us the push. It gives us the oomph. It gives us the ability to, really get started in the morning and to deal with the stresses of day-to-day life. We just don't want to live there. We want to balance out. We want to have some heart rate variability. We want to be able to fluctuate between things. And most of us are just living at that level of high anxiety and stress because they're breathing through everything and trying to get everything done in the day and just, and just breathing too much, right? So what happens when we breathe out? When we breathe out, when we exhale, we are actually activating the parasympathetic nervous system, which allows us to come into rest and digest, which it's way more complex than just resting and digesting, but that's the overall, kind of scope of it. And when we come into rest and digest, well, the anxiety comes down and then the stress comes down and the relaxation, starts to happen and you feel so much better because you're activating that part of your nervous system. So when we're activating this part of our nervous system, we're able to switch from being in this high chaotic kind of energy and be able to come back and into the energy of receiving and flow and creativity. So how do we move from the fight or flight and into rest and digest? It is through the exhale. So as I said before, we are breathing in too much. We're breathing too much. It is in the control of the exhale that is going to be a world of a difference and a change. The less that we breathe in and focus more on the length of our exhale, the more calmer and the more relaxed we will be. And we're going to do a little practice on this. And I would love to hear what you experienced and the results of your breath work. Another thing that a lot of people are doing is breathing incorrectly. So not only are we breathing in too much and we're breathing in 20 breaths per minute when it should be 5.5. Not only are we doing that, but we're also breathing incorrectly. So I'd like for you to take just a minute to test this theory out. Put your hand on your chest wherever you are. Hopefully you're not driving. And just kind of bring your awareness to your body and check in with your breath. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Just your normal pace. You won't be graded. And just kind of notice where in your body you are breathing. Are you breathing high up into your shoulders? Are you breathing into your chest? Are you breathing with your belly? So if you are breathing into your shoulders and bringing your shoulders up and into your ears, you're using these muscles here and you're breathing in. You're using all of your muscles to kind of, help you breathe in. So that's totally fine. And that can actually work, for athletes. We have these muscles and the muscles under our ribs and through our ribs to help us breathe, especially if we've been running or if we've been exercising, and we need all of the muscles to help pull in the oxygen and pull in the breath. Same with the chest. If we're breathing with our chest, we're really working to try to bring that air in. Again, so if we're breathing that hard and breathing in with our chest or our shoulders, we're probably in a state of high stress and anxiety. Does this look comfortable? Does that look comfortable? Can you feel that energy? Okay. There is a time and there is a place for this action. If you are working out, if maybe you've gotten into an argument and you're trying to catch your breath, there is a time and place for that. But if you're sitting at your desk and you're doing work, it's probably not a very good way to breathe. That means you probably need some time to check in with yourself and see how you're feeling on the inside. And you can come to rest and digest super easily. So to breathe with your belly is the best way if you are relaxing, if you're at work, if you need a moment where you need to check in with your breath or to check in with your emotions, and breathing with your belly and doing the exhales, the controlled exhales, is going to really help with your sleep as well. So you can't see me, but I'm going to put my hands on my belly. I want you to do the same thing. So go ahead and put your hands on your belly, and you can do this too if you want to lay down on the ground. It's going to help you so much better to be able to lay down on the ground and kind of feel with your body how you are breathing. But go ahead and put your hands on your belly and breathe in through your nose, down into your belly. Like push your belly out. Push your hands up with your belly. So breathe in through the nose and push your belly out with your breath. Okay? Let's go ahead and try it. Normal breaths. Push those hands out with your belly. And exhale all the way. Okay, you feel that difference? You feel that difference? Instead of breathing up in here, using your belly as your breath. So kind of like you're inflating a balloon. When we breathe like this, it helps us not only bring the focus to our breath, but it also allows us to fill our lungs even more. Because once we get up into here, there's no more space. So using your belly first, and if you need more, using your chest. Then if you need more, using, the muscles all up into here. That is allowing you to bring in the most oxygen. So use your belly. Use your belly. And the thing is that we're actually not really out of oxygen. We actually are in a state in society where we are breathing in too much on all levels, breathing in too much. We will never not have enough oxygen. I mean, unless, something horrible happens to the atmosphere or whatever, but we will have the oxygen. We're not breathing out enough. So if you've ever noticed yourself take a deep sigh and then you're like, you're not breathing out all the way. So just bringing your focus to your breath and being able to exhale, have an exhalation that is expelling all of your air and your breath. That's what's going to help you come back to a state of balance and a place of relaxation. So enough talking. Let's go ahead and try it, shall we? Let's go ahead and try it. So wherever you are, don't be driving, but we're going to do this breath exercise. So you can be sitting down on the floor, or you can be sitting in a chair. And if you're sitting in a chair, move your back just a little bit from the back of the chair. And sitting on the floor, we're not going to be sitting here for too long, so you probably won't need any back support. So pull yourself long and then relax into it. Okay. Take a couple of breaths. You can keep your hand on your belly if you want to feel your breath. And just come into your conscious awareness by closing your eyes and feeling your body. The sense we are using right now is called proprioception, where you know where you are in space and time, even with your eyes closed. So just feeling your body. Okay, so now that we're just kind of relaxing a little bit here, we're gonna do count of 4, inhale, and a count of 4, exhale, okay? And we're gonna do that for 10 rounds, okay? So go ahead and stay in that position, close your eyes, okay? And I'm just gonna raise my hand as I'm counting for inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale, okay? Okay. So on the inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, and exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. And exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And allow your breath to come back to normal. That was only 10 rounds. So just go ahead and check in with yourself. How are you feeling? How are you feeling? So hopefully this has brought a little balance to wherever you are right now. And I want to let you know that this 4-4 breathing can be used at any point during the day. You can use it in the morning. You can use it in the afternoon. You can use it in the evening. You can use this at any point in time during the day. It's even safe for kids to use. And just to make sure that, that the rhythm is, even, and I wouldn't go over, 5 rounds with kids. But it is safe enough to use count of 4 and a count of 4. So just checking in. I know I feel a little lighter, feel a little more balanced. So hopefully that worked for you as well. There is so much magic, and there is so much more to the power of the breath. I have some really good resources for you. The first thing that comes to mind is reading the book called Breath by James Nestor. It is such a well-written book. I highly recommend it. I am not affiliated. I love the work so much, and it just makes it makes your mind just go like it's just crazy. And the other resource would be my 7-day breathwork challenge, which is such a fun challenge. It is a challenge just for breathwork, for the evening, for sleeping. It is so incredible, the things that you can do with your breath and the ability to have a better night's sleep and better digestion is it's so incredible that we have that ability to have better rest and better digestion just by the power of our breath. So if you want to see for yourself how this actually works and more of the information around this, because if this, sparked anything within you, I really, really recommend checking out the 7-day breathwork challenge and seeing how that works for you and testing it out. There's so much more information inside that challenge. It's not just breathwork activities. It's like basically a whole course on breath work and yoga breathing in particular. So highly recommend. And if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. Please, ask away, comment down below, give this a like. Please give me this a like if this breath work exercise helped you in any way, shape, or form. And thank you so much for coming and tuning in for another week. And be sure to click that bell icon so you know, and you get a message and a notification before another episode drops. All right. You have a good week. Bye for now.